That's us. Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
You ready?
It's the queen of royal badness.
It's time for the Raw Report with Robin Ayers.
Highlighting people and things you should know about.
Robin's got you covered. Follow Robin at Robin Ayers. You're listening to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Robin's got a lot to talk about.
Got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot. Yeah. Yeah. Said. Hey. Well, that's exactly what it came for.
Yeah. You are inside the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580, where we bring you the latest in entertainment news, trending topics, and interviews. I'm your host, Robin Ayers, with you all Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. On your ride home, it is sunny again, Los Angeles. Today is a great, great day. It is a Thursday. I hope you've been having a nice Thursday. I have, in case you were wondering. Great, great day. Happy birthday to Anderson .Paak. That song right there is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let's go ahead and get straight into some updates because we have a great show lined up, and I'm really excited to jump into some of these topics. So it's also Mamba Day. That's a big one right there. Andy, I thought you were going to come, you know, with the colors on and all that. Andy truly, truly loves Kobe Bryant. We are remembering him in LA today. As you know, the unveiling of the statue outside of crypto.com arena was a big, big deal. Actually, Vanessa Bryant announced that 3 statues will be outside of crypto arena, which is, it's just such a blessing for those people who love LA and love Kobe Bryant. Andy?
He deserves it. That's all I'm going to say.
100%.
Legendary. The man.
Absolutely. The house that Kobe built,
100%.
one will be wearing the number 8. One statue is going to be wearing the number 8. One will be with their daughter, Gianna, and the other one will be wearing the number 24. So 3 statues outside of crypto.com arena. So that is fantastic to hear, and I'm happy, very happy about that. He definitely deserves it. So I agree with you, Andy. Congratulations to our KBLA 1580, our colleague here, Dominique DePrima. Congratulations to her. I was able to go and support her as she was honored today at the Voices of Los Angeles Awards that was hosted by LA Civil Rights. It was great. It's always great to see when your colleagues, and she's just so, you guys know Dominique DePrima. I don't need to say anything. Her reputation precedes her, but it was always great to, come and support her and any of our other colleagues, but she definitely deserved that, and she got a lot of love. So that was beautiful to attend. So congratulations again to Dominique DePrima. Also, R&B fans of Monica will be happy. She announced, I love Monica, by the way. Monica announced that she is going on tour with Nicki Minaj. That's a big one. That's an interesting one, but that they're going to bring a lot of people out. I'm pretty sure of it. Also, lastly, Taraji P. Henson announced that she wrote a children's book, and she dropped the pre-order today. So congratulations to Taraji P. Henson. The book is called You Can Be a Friend. You can be a friend no matter what. And it's really surrounding mental health and bullying for children, but that's not all it's for, she says. So good for her. It's a great time for her. I love strategy. I love when you are the topic of conversation and you capitalize on those moments. So good for her. Shout out to Taraji P. Henson. I want to go ahead and get straight into the Raw Report, Andy.
Now it's time for a breakdown.
Okay, you may have already heard Snoop Dogg and Master P are suing Walmart. They are suing Post Foods for what they claim is hiding boxes of Snoop cereal As you know, Master P got into the food game a while back and brought Snoop Dogg along. So Snoop has this cereal, and they're suing. We will get into what the responses are, but what the responses from Walmart and Post Foods, we'll get into that. But more importantly, the conversation that I really want to talk about is the ingredients of the food. There's a doctor who came out and she's saying, you guys want us to fight for your business, but should we fight for Black businesses if it could potentially hurt the Black community? Are we still fighting for you just because you have business and we want, we want to support you in building your generational wealth? Or should we not be fighting to get a product that's out there that could potentially hurt the community? It's going to be a good conversation. We'll jump into that. We're also going to talk about Keke Wyatt. Keke Wyatt, R&B diva, all right? R&B, she's an incredible talent. She says that she is starting a church and that this will not be anything traditional, and she is ready to, she wants to serve the people who are ready to receive someone like her. And in the conversation of churchgoers and what was recently happening in the church when we call other established people in the church nice nasty, are we ready to receive someone who isn't typically, who may not have the credentials, one would say, to be preaching or teaching or, galvanizing churchgoers to follow God? But maybe it's just something new that people are ready to hear and to receive. We'll see. We'll talk about that and I actually do have a question of the day, and I'll get to that on the other side. You are listening to The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. Stay there.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, BB, and you're listening to me on The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
You're inside The Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Climate is king.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that caring for the community means caring about the climate. You might have heard that we announced a pretty bold 12-month, $2 million campaign to do 4 things. Increase climate literacy, turn up the volume on communities of color in the climate conversation, connect everyday people with the resources they need to survive and thrive, and highlight frontline climate justice crusaders of color throughout this year. KBLA Talk 1580 will be bringing you insightful interviews on all of our shows to help raise your climate IQ. Each quarter this year, we will also be hosting free climate events in various communities throughout the city with food, fun, and forward-thinking conversations. Thanks to partners like LADWP, Metro, Caltrans, the Sierra Club, the California Community Foundation, the California Endowment, AQMD, MWD, and more. You'll also be hearing more about a couple of national town halls broadcasting live from Los Angeles, to which you will be invited. And we'll be rolling out a robust social media campaign on all our platforms, as well as an outdoor media campaign, all designed to educate, enlighten, and empower you in our fight for climate justice.
We want cleaner air.
Caring about the community means caring about the climate. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that we really can change the world if we care enough.
On your period, sudden gushes happen without warning. But now, you can say goodbye to stand-up gush fears, thanks to Always Ultra Thins with rapid dry technology. It absorbs gushes 2 times faster than the leading store brand and gives you up to 100% leak-free protection. Hello, clean and comfortable with Always Fear No Gush.
Linking social justice and climate justice all year long.
We're unapologetically progressive.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Of course I use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean tough messes off my stovetop and bathtub. But then I discovered I can also use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
Watch out! You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again. In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news.
You're inside the Rob
Report. With Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
All right, I am really looking forward to getting into this first conversation. And with me today, I'm so happy to have her back with me on the Rob Report. Please welcome Ty Lee to the show. Hey there, Ty.
Hey, how you doing, Robin?
I am doing well. Thank you so much. Happy Thursday to you.
Happy Friday, Junior.
Happy Friday, or Friday Eve. Now it's Friday Eve. You know what? But Friday Junior might catch on. I know somebody out there said that they don't like it, but we'll see. We will see. Andy.
Hey, Ty.
Yes.
I love you. Appreciate it.
Better show love. Okay. Amidst all the love, let's go ahead and jump into this conversation. Now, this one particular thing may not be news. I mean, we've seen for a couple of days now, Snoop Dogg and Master P are suing Walmart. They're also suing Postmates because they feel, they say that basically their Snoop cereal has been coded with certain codes that mean to keep them in the back and not to be put out on the floor. They feel that it's unfair. They're basically trying to mess up their business. They're trying to mess up the flow, right? Walmart and Post Foods have both responded, and essentially what they're saying is that it's the customer demand, the consumer demand. It's not meeting expectations. So sometimes things affect that, and if it's not in high demand, pretty much they're not going to put that out. So they're saying it has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that there's all different kinds of reasons: consumer demand, seasonality, and price, just to name a few. Those are some of the reasons that it's not doing well. Well, they're not happy about it, and their attorney Ben Crump is he's fighting for them. He's talking about this. He says he's trying to get the community involved. And he's like, listen, what we're trying to do here is build generational wealth. That's what Black people have been talking about since forever. And so when you have two prominent names like this, and they are pushing to do well and do good business, and why they're going up against these big giants, these big entities that have a direct effect on that. Well, my question, so now that we've laid the groundwork for this, Ty, there's a video that I know you've seen. I want to play for the audience here. Ben Crump we won't play his part, but he's asking everybody to get involved. He says, go to your local Walmart stores, go to the grocery stores, and film the cereal aisles and just send it, tag us, show us where the cereal boxes are, or if there are no cereal boxes at all. Well, there's a woman named Dr. Rachel who has a large push back on this, and this is her reasoning why. This is what she says.
And in the back of the storeroom is exactly where this product should be. Making some money and going to buying a chicken shack, a liquor store, and then now we have the new version of it, giving kids diabetes, hypertension at an early age. Look at the amount of sugar in this product. It's got high fructose corn syrup. It's got 19 grams of sugar per serving. So who are they serving with this cereal? You give me a product that has ingredients that are banned in Norway, Finland, France, Austria, the UK, and other European countries, and release it into the hood and think that we should support that. It's got red dye number 40 on it, banned. Yellow dye number 5, genetic damage. It is a known fact that children who consume synthetic food dyes, including the ones listed here, can experience hyperactivity and other neurobehavioral issues. Not only that, but red dye number 40.
She goes on and on. As you can see, this woman, Dr. Rachel, is on a roll. She goes on about all the toxins, basically, as she calls it, that are in these cereals that could, as soon as they put them out into the hood, as she calls it, it's going to possibly harm the community. What is your take on this, Ty? So the question is twofold. I see two different sides of this. Is it right to support our people, Black people, and their Black businesses, although it could potentially harm the Black community? Or is it only fair because they're putting out products that are just as similar to all the other products that are out there? We're buying cereal anyway. People in the hood are buying cereal anyway. Should we just not give them a fair chance? Where do you sit with it?
Me personally, I don't think we should be buying this product, especially if we know how harmful it is. Granted, me, myself, and my family. I was going to say me, myself, and Ty, but I stopped myself. We don't eat, those cereals, Captain Crunch, and all that different things that have different dyes in them. And this is not an exception to the rule. Just because you're Black does not make me want to buy this particular product. I think it's very important that, you get hip to the game, that people do want to eat healthier. People have diet restrictions. And if you want the people to support you, you should put their health as a priority.
So you're just saying, but what do you think about the fact that I know what we should be doing. I know what we should be eating. And a lot of people are jumping on board the health train. Everybody is somewhat trying to eat better. But in a lot of areas, in a lot of these urban neighborhoods and these underprivileged areas, they don't have healthy options. You got to go miles sometimes to even have healthy options. So what they have is right there at the local, store or whatever, where all of these products are going to be anyway. So what about the people who don't really have those options to eat better? And we're still going to see the aisles flooded with cereals. Is it fair to say, since it's already out there, we should just be giving them a fair shot? Or are you still saying, regardless, because it's us in our community, we should look out for us?
I still say regardless, but also this reminds me of the movie Flamin' Hot, directed by Devon Franklin. And the reason why it reminds me of that is because when they were trying to get the Flamin' Hot Cheetos on brand, it was considered a hood product. Yep. And they did not distribute the Cheetos on the shelves where people could see them. It took word of mouth. It took people talking about how great it is and that you should try it. And based off of that and those numbers, that's when they started putting it on the shelf. Me personally, I don't hear them talking about the cereal that much on their platforms. Music, yes. Other endeavors, yes. But their cereal brand, I don't hear about it much. So it's not a big market push for it to be presented on the shelves. So either way, it's kind of like a twofold situation. If you don't push for it, they're not going to put it out there. And also, you need to rebrand, remarket, and change the ingredients and then try again.
That's interesting. I mean, I actually said something recently. I forgot what rap artist, but someone else came out with another liquor line. It was like, if I see one more liquor brand that a rapper puts out, I was like, put out a water line, like a brand of water. Come on, like do something better for the community. So I'm with you. I'm all the way with you. I think that we don't have enough of us pushing for better for our community, better products, better health. It really frustrates me because you do have a lot of these celebrities who have access to money. They have access to the resources, all the access in the world to, big companies. They're in these boardrooms having these conversations, but you still choose to use your dollars on junk food or things that are sort of poisonous. But the flip side of that is y'all are going to eat this stuff anyway. So why not, if you're going to put your money out there and buy all the junk food, why not buy Black? That's the difference. And so I get that part of it, but it does frustrate me that there aren't too many options out there. Andy, you wanted to jump in?
Shout out to Kevin Hart for having a vegan burger spot, I believe,
Yep.
out here in LA. So shout out to him.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And he's actually franchising. I mean, he's doing several, and so definitely shout out to Kevin Hart or anybody else for that matter who is pushing, better quality foods. Give me your take on, because Master P, once again, he has a large he's sort of diversifying in this food space already. He's got the wraps, snacks, the chips. He's got rice. He's got Uncle P's. There's different foods. He's got cake products. Different things like that. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at him. But this is an area that he's pretty comfortable with. And so, are we mad at Master P because it seems to be working for him? It seems to be it seems to be successful. And so if it's working, why not continue at the same time?
I consider that the broke college kids snacks, the type of stuff that you'll get from the liquor store when you only got $5 left and you waited for your refund check to hit.
Yep.
So he's hitting the right market because kids love these rappers, and you seeing your favorite rapper on a bag of chips, you're going to want to buy it. So the way he's presenting it is completely different than what Snoop is doing with these characters on this cereal box that's for little kids that are 10 and under. And yeah, parents nowadays, we're more health conscious. We don't want our children eating certain things. So I feel like there's a different market that he is having with his wrap snacks and the ramen noodles and the rice versus these children's cereals.
Wow. Let's go ahead and jump into this phone call with Forrest from Compton. Hey, Forrest.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
Doing well, thank you. What do you think about this?
Well, first of all, I want to apologize because I used to work for the company that created the hot Cheetos, and they was on my truck, and I was distributing them all throughout the hood.
Oh, okay.
So,
that was a job. That was your job, and that
was my job,
exactly. We can't be mad at that.
No.
Right, but I think the main thing is, just to stay on subject, is that it's about fair and equal distribution of a product. The product is in the store. Walmart bought the product, and then they put it on the shelf. And they purposely kept this man from making money, because what happens is the product doesn't sell off the shelf, and then if it doesn't sell, then they're not going to reorder. But if you put it out and people are looking for it, it's going to sell because of who it is. Now, whether it's right or wrong as far as the how healthy it is, that's another subject. But fair and equal distribution is the main situation that they're facing. And so when I used to work, I've worked for 5 or 6 different snack food companies throughout the last 30 years, I guess. But what happens is we would go out and we hire merchandisers to go in the back room and get this product off the shelf, off the rafters, and put it on the shelves. And that's something that I think that he should do. I actually sent them an email earlier today about that, but they need to hire merchandisers for their product to go ahead and distribute it for them, because the workers at the store have no idea. They get paid minimum wage, and they don't know anything about what's going on. All they know is the product came in, the receiver received it, and then he put it on the shelf according to what the information that he got. But if there's merchandisers, they will go in, look for the product, put it on the shelf, and pretty much every day or once a week go in and check on the product and make sure it's on the shelf.
But let me ask you this, just in all fairness, when looking at it from the standpoint, and we only have a couple of minutes, so I want to get your take on this. But from Walmart's standpoint or Post Food's standpoint, we're saying, put the product out, because how can anybody purchase it if the product isn't out on the shelves? However, if they put the product out and the product didn't do well, shouldn't they not put it on the floor to make space and make room for products that actually will sell?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. That's what happens is once the product doesn't sell, then they have every right to pull this product off the shelf. But if they never put it out, then that's a totally different thing.
That's a different story.
If you bought the product, at least give it a chance to sell, so you could see if it's going to sell, which I think it would just because of the name. But if you never put it out, you have some ulterior motives for not putting it out.
So is this a baseless lawsuit, in your opinion?
No, definitely not.
It's not baseless.
Because they signed a contract to sell the product. You have to get a contract, and you say that you're going to receive the product, you're going to put the product out, and you didn't. You created a SKU number for it, so it could sell, and you didn't put the product out. So yeah, they definitely have a lawsuit.
All right. Well, I mean, that's coming from the man with all the experience. We appreciate you so much for that, Forrest. Thank you. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, ma'am.
Ty,
yes.
I don't know what to make of this. At the end of the day, I think where I stand ultimately, because I understand the Dr. Rachel's point of view in that, they have all these things that could be potentially harmful for Black people. I understand that, but I think ultimately where I stand in a greater position is the fact that if these products are out there already and people are going to be buying them already, then we should just give them a fair shot. Andy, did you want to jump in?
This is definitely a question about one's values, because I see the business aspect of things and I definitely see the health aspect. So I mean, it's really up to the individual. Where does your values lie?
Ty, I want to wrap this up on the other side. We'll jump in with some last comments on it before we jump into our Keke Wyatt conversation. We'll do that on the other side. But right now, we've got news, traffic, and sports. You're listening to The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Eric Bellinger hanging out right here with my family at The Raw Report. Keep it locked.
More of The Raw Report with Robin Ayers when we come forward.
I'm Tyreek Wynn. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. 50 Cent and Lil Wayne are set to be assistant coaches in the upcoming NBA Celebrity Game during All-Star Weekend. On Wednesday, the league revealed that 50 will assist Shannon Sharp, while Lil Wayne will assist Coach Stephen A. Smith. 50's team will consist of Kai Cenat, Dylan Wang, and Annual AA. And Lil Wayne's roster includes Jennifer Hudson, Natasha Cloud, and AJ McLean, among others. LL Cool J is being featured in a Super Bowl commercial this Sunday. He dresses up as a conductor in the Coors Light Chill Train. The rap artist and actor says he loves the theme song of the TV spot, The OJ's Love Train, because it reminds him of his mom dancing around the house. He also told people that he decided to do the commercial because he doesn't want to get to a point in his life where he takes himself too seriously. That's the latest. I'm Tyreek Wynn on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
A stall in Pomona on the 71 southbound has the middle lane blocked after Holt Avenue. Traffic is slow and go from the 57 north with about a 5-minute delay added to your commute. And Hollywood slow and go traffic on the southbound side of the 101 between Cahuenga Boulevard and Mission Road with an hour delay added to your commute. And in downtown LA, seeing brake lights on the northbound side of the 101, there's a stall in the left lane after Mission Road that has traffic backed up from the 5 with a 10-minute delay.
Shop deals on LG at Lowe's with up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an extra $75 on every $750 you spend on all major appliances. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 2/28. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply. See Lowes.com for more details.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The Lakers are back in action tonight after being off since Monday. They played the Denver Nuggets at Crypto.com. The Lakers have won 3 straight. Tip-off time tonight is 7 p.m. on TNT. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has a lot more work to do with his diversity hiring push. None of the NFL's 32 teams have a black offensive coordinator for next season. That position is viewed as a key stepping stone to becoming a head coach. Today's Black History Month sports moment: on February 25th, 2002, Compton native Venus Williams became the first African-American woman to be ranked the #1 female tennis player in the world. Venus was 21 at the time. She had turned pro at the age of 14. Venus and her sister Serena would go on to win a combined 30 Grand Slam titles and earn more than $123 million in prize money. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
You like the style, guy? At KBLA Talk 1580, we are unapologetic about amplifying the voices of those who have historically been left out of the conversation. As we approach our 3rd anniversary this summer, the problem with talk radio in Southern California specifically, and America more broadly, is virtually unchanged. All day, all night, all white. We make no apologies for our prime audience, but true to the best of our tradition, we're committed to expanding justice and freedom for all. So when we receive messages from listeners like Neil, we just smile.
I realize that I'm not your target demographic, but I love listening to your station as it is the only progressive station on the dial.
That's us. unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Art tells a story, your story, and inspires others in your community to do the same. This Black History Month, AARP is celebrating the undeniable impact and contributions of Black art and artists everywhere. We're thrilled to celebrate these creatives over 50. Through their work and persistence, they make society a better place by bringing us all closer together. Learn more at aarp.org/Black community.
The first time I tried to quit vaping, I told myself that it was like a mountain that I had to climb over. And once I got to the other side, it would be clear. But I couldn't make it over. What really got me to quit was my little sister. I saw her vaping. So I was back in the mountain, but this time, she was up there with me. It's weird what you can do for others that you won't do for yourself.
Every attempt is part of your story to quit for good. Visit Kick It California today at kickitca.org.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA reminds you that when we fight, we win, and we don't black down. LA Community Action Network, or LA CAN, was formed in 1999 when 25 residents of downtown LA came together and acknowledged the problems that existed in their community and made a commitment to do something about those problems, to stand together, organize, and become a force in the community that demands change. Civil rights and preventing the criminalization of poverty are their core projects. In addition, they take on women's rights, the human right to housing, and healthy food access. LA CAN also has projects focused on economic development, civic participation, voter engagement, and community media. While downtown LA remains their home base, with a particular emphasis on the Skid Row community, in 2007, they expanded their housing and healthy food access work into South Central Los Angeles. LA CAN believes that power for low-income people and people of color is achieved through a large, active, and well-informed member base that utilizes a multitude of methods to advance their messages and goals. If you'd like to join the Los Angeles Community Action Network and organize people to fight back against oppression, please visit cangress.org. That's cangress.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Keeping you informed about what's really going on.
Who's got next?
And what not to miss in entertainment. You're listening to The Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
We're staying alive. You are listening to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. That's the name of the game, staying alive. That's a great one, Andy. We are trying to stay alive, and the conversation right now is with these ingredients and all of these products that our people, Snoop Dogg, Master P, they're putting this out into the community, and they are thinking about generational wealth. And I'm not mad at them for building their businesses, but should we be mad at the fact that they're putting out these products that have all these sort of chemicals and ingredients in them that are banned in other countries? We're on the phone with Ty Lee. And Ty, this is actually a more of an extended conversation, actually, because, we're thinking about the fact that we're talking about food right now, but think about how many products that are in America that we use every single day, that we put on our bodies, the lotions, the makeup, the whatever it is, shampoo, conditioners, all these things have these chemicals in it. But this is what we do on a day-to-day basis. We don't think about it. We read the front of the package and not the back of the package. And, we need to get smarter in educating ourselves. But if we don't do that, who's at fault here? Is it the consumer, or is it the people who are pushing the products trying to build wealth? Because they should be able to.
It comes down to when you don't know, you don't know. So I really feel like people like Snoop Dogg or any person that is trying to sell a brand or anything like that, they should definitely have the consumer in mind in all steps and stages of what they're trying to put out. Like you said, when you don't know about all this stuff that's on the back of the label, which is super important, then it's just important that these people really make something that's healthy, whether you're using it for your hair, for your skin, whether you're ingesting it, eating it, because, it causes cancer and diabetes and all this stuff. It's super important that if you're going to sell something, should really keep that in mind to teach us about that.
You know what I can't make out? This is, it's on topic, but it's kind of off topic. I always think about the fact that canned, ingredients, just say beans, for instance, canned beans.
Mm-hmm.
You open up a can of beans and, all you got to do is reheat them. You just got to put them in a pot and heat them up. But it's like, what kept these beans okay? And they have to fill them with all of these different things. What kept the food okay? And so everything that we eat, everything. So maybe it's not, I know how we as consumers, as we're thinking more healthy, we're, more on a healthy trajectory. I think a lot more Americans are becoming more aware of what we're eating. But maybe it's not I just don't know if Snoop Dogg and Master P, all they're really thinking about is, hey, they're thinking about the money. They're thinking about, their community. What if they are thinking about it like this, in a more positive way? We want to give you guys something that's good to eat, that you're eating already, and we want you to sort of be able to feel like you're getting a piece of you're getting a piece of Snoop Dogg, you're getting a piece of Master P. Because that is the mindset sometimes. You feel a little bit closer to a celebrity when you don't have access to them. You feel a little bit closer if you're able to get, a product with their name on it or something. So what if it's not even really their fault, per se?
It just makes me think. I have a question and a statement. The question is, does Snoop eat his own cereal? I haven't seen him post on Instagram him eating it ever. Mm-hmm. And if he has, I missed that one. That's the first question I have.
Yeah.
And then my statement is back to Andy calling out Kevin Hart and having his restaurant Hart House. They really should take a page out of his book. He has a restaurant that is healthy. It has vegan options. It's not your regular mom and pop burger spot, but it tastes just as good. Mm-hmm. And this is not a paid advertisement. This is just my honest opinion. Mm-hmm. So it's just a matter of it's somewhere local. Anybody could go to it. It's not too far from Culver City by the airport. Mm-hmm. So it's just, I think it's really important that, you do consider, okay, if I'm going to put out something and I want my consumers to be happy with this, let me make sure that it's healthy, that something I would use or eat. That's the most important thing. Would you eat it? Mm-hmm. And I don't know. So that should definitely be the focus. If I was to put out a brand, I would be like, okay, I do this, and I would want to show that I'm using and doing this. And another example is Tabitha Brown. She has a hairline product that she promotes on a consistent basis, healthy ingredients in the hairline product, and you see her using it.
Absolutely.
And that's another person that's always, pushing for healthiness and eating healthier and using healthier products. And she's the face of the brand. She's showing that she uses the product. And I think that Snoop Dogg and Master P should do the same thing.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point, Ty. We had Dr. Sabi's daughter, Kelly Bowman, on this show a couple of times. And when she does call in, we got to have her back on. When she calls in, she's always dropping just so much information. And we've had this conversation that oftentimes we as a people and as consumers, we don't think about certain things until we become affected by those things. We don't think about what we're eating or what we're putting on our bodies until we become sick. And then you have no choice but to switch those things up, change whatever it is that you're doing. And And I think that part is really unfortunate because there's a whole business about this. There's a whole bit, of course the things are going to taste super good because, you think about the fact that we want them to put out better products. Okay, imagine them putting out a cereal that tastes so horrible that is, low in sugars and all of that. Nobody's going to buy that for sure. So it's a double-edged sword. Let me get to some of these comments here. Then I want to quickly move on. DJ Black 909 says, regardless if it is Black owned, if it harms my people, then I'm against it. I think that is that is a great point. I hear that point and I'm with that point. I'm trying to look at this from two sides of the situation. If people are already buying this, how come I cannot put my product in there and have you guys buy this too? But then on the flip side, it's like, if this is harming my people and I know that this is going to go to a more underprivileged area and they're going to buy it, I'm going to be part of the problem. So I definitely hear that. Also, the canned food comment, Marcus says the canned goods are high in sodium. I don't want no parts of it. I mean, the whole point is try to eat as fresh as possible. Eat if it comes straight up out the ground, get it, eat that. Yeah. And organic, because these days now you can't even just rely on that. You can't rely on it because they got pesticides and all the things, right? Right. However, I appreciate you chiming in on that conversation, Ty. Let's go ahead and talk about this Keke Wyatt thing. Now, Miss Keke Wyatt, I'm a fan. All right. I'm a fan. I love her music. I love her voice. She's beautiful, has a beautiful voice. She's been around for quite some time. She had some hits with Avant back in the day that kind of put her on. But she's doing well for herself. But she says she's getting ready to go ahead and stop running from her purpose and open up this church. Let's listen to a little bit of what she says.
I'm curious to start a church with my partner, Larry Weathers, in ministry. I've been saying for like years and years and years I was going to do a church. But I'm just now like ready for real. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared because I'm a little different, but I have learned that different is good. Different will draw different. And, that's what God wants. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you a honey, straight, gay, trans, baby. Listen, God, we're all God's children, and He loves us all. I'm sick and tired of the church. Lord, please give me the words to say. But I'm sick and tired of church people with all this judgment and all this. I'm sick and tired of it. Like, I'm over it. Like, no, you can love God. Like, I'm still gonna sing my R&B. I'm still doing my shows, baby. I'm still gonna be at that City Winery, and no shade, come and check out. But I'm saying, I'm singing about love. What am I sinning by singing about love?
Okay. We hear where this is going. She's not, there was a whole video on it. She lets her partner, I guess a friend that she's known for quite some time, who actually is a pastor, she lets him talk. And they talked about the fact that they're going to partner up in this church. Maybe she is going to bring the song and he's going to bring the sermon. Who knows? However, give me your thoughts, Ty. This is a very interesting one. We've been talking about, Miss Kim Burrell, and we've been talking about Juanita Bynum, and these women who have been, they're esteemed people of God inside the church, but people have called them rude. They've called them just not Christian. They've called them all kinds of things, nice, nasty, all of that. And they're supposed to be founded in the church and established in the church. However, we have a woman like Keke Wyatt, who is an R&B singer, can sing her tail off, but she's saying, I'm gonna go ahead and get with this church, and I want you guys to come. All are welcome. Are people ready to receive something like that, or is this playing with the name of Jesus?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Because listen, Jesus does love the little children, all the children of the world, red, yellow, black, and white, you know?
Yeah.
So I was with her when she said that he loves us all, and, you know, no matter who you are, God is all about love. Yes, I agree. But when she started cussing and all the things, it literally just took away everything that she was talking about and just went in one ear and out the other. I was just like, I was with you until I wasn't. And also, Keke, you know how they say stick to your day job? I really feel in my soul that she should stick to just singing, and that's it. God gave her the talent of singing. You know, I don't think God gave her the talent of ministry.
Oh, okay. Well, Andy,
that's just me.
Andy?
See, why can't she just come as she is, though? And still be embraced by the love. You know what I mean? Like, you can, as she was speaking, you can tell where her heart was.
Right.
But she's at the same time still kind of authentically being herself. Don't just, you want to praise God all of a sudden and now, oh, I'm just goody two shoes. Like, be real. But you know my heart and you know what my spirit is all about and what it is that I'm trying to accomplish.
So aren't those the best kind of people to bring the people to
100%.
Christ? Yeah.
Because they're kind of like, I don't know what you would call the community, but they're just like them. They can relate to them a lot more. I believe that Keke Wyatt could even speak their language, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being all high and mighty and bougie. I can't 100% relate to that yet.
Right.
But this is somebody who's, you can see her spirit, you can see what she's trying to do, and you can see where she's trying to go. That's somebody that, at least for me, I would want to follow.
I don't want to end this conversation. You got to hold on, Ty. When we come forward, we got to get your take on what Andy said and break down the rest of this, because y'all over here in the YouTube talking about another cursing pastor. We got to talk about it on the other side. You're listening to KBLA Talk 1580.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Lil Real Howery. Right now, you're listening to KBLA Talk 1580. That's right. The Raw Report.
You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. And now, during our President's Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, LA, when you're trying to get where you need to go, like work, school, and what matters to you, Metro is here to get you there. With discounted fares and free pass programs, Metro is making public transportation affordable and easy to ride for everyone. Plan your trip at metro.net.
If you say you care about the community, you have to also care about the climate. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got your black.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we do Black history every single day. In fact, as the only Black talk radio station west of the Mississippi, we are Black history. Our annual Black History Month luncheon is fast approaching, and we want to be sure to give you ample time to get your company, organization, church, or group to join us at this year's celebration on the last day of the month, Thursday, February 29th at noon. Last year, we honored iconic local Black media personalities, including Pat Harvey, Jim Hill, Mark Brown, Beverly White, Sandy Banks, and Pat Prescott, and raised $20,000 in scholarships. This year, we're honoring Black Hollywood creatives who have used their artistic genius as climate justice champions. At this year's luncheon, we will be showcasing and sharing their inspiring work on our big screen. Plus, a scrumptious meal, live music, great company, and lots of fun with your favorite KBLA Talk 1580 hosts. So contact us today at info@smileyAudiomedia.com or Call 323-290-4690. That's info@smileyAudiomedia.com or call 323-290-4690. We hope to see you Thursday, February 29th as we close out Black History Month. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news.
You're inside the Rob Report.
With Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Well, I did not want to end this conversation, so we have to keep it going. Ty, on the other side, Andy was sharing his thoughts about real people, right? Just being a real person. And at the end of the day, no one walking this earth is Jesus. No one walking this earth is perfect. But we expect them to be. We expect them. We sort of, the moment you say, I'm going to open a church or I'm going to do something that represents God, bring people to the Lord, whatever, the moment you say that, it puts on this very heavy crown that you have to present yourself a certain kind of way. Is what Andy's saying a real thing though? Like, do you respect or relate to somebody who's just a real person who still really loves God?
Yes, I do, but also they're not pastors or anything of that nature neither. I feel like pastors should be considered leaders. They're real people like you and I. However, they make sure it's a priority to take a different step and lead people in the right direction. And also, it's also like a false prophet in a sense. Like, are you going to be teaching people the truth biblically, or are you just going to do whatever and parade and just make sure that you're getting a following of people that's not Christ-like in a sense? I don't know Keke from a can of paint. I really don't. I just know that she's a great singer. But her coming out saying that she's going to open up a church was definitely like left field. Like, oh, okay, girl. And then also, you going to bring all 11 kids with you to the church. I just want to know.
Oh, Lord. Okay. She do got a lot of kids now. All right. Okay. Sweet Katie 1. This is an interesting comment. It says, you can come as you are as the body of Christ. Leading God's people is entirely different responsibility. That's a very interesting comment. So you can come as you are, you can be a regular person, you can love God and do whatever it is that you're doing in the world and go to church, basically. But leading people is a different type of responsibility. That's interesting. Jasmine Haynes says, I believe she can attract people to Christ, but would she sugarcoat the truth to make herself popular or spread the real word of God? Hope that makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world, Jasmine.
That makes beautiful sense.
So yeah, how do you balance the two? But the other part about it is now that's a really good point, because she really still is out here in these in the secular streets. All right, Keke Wyatt is still a singer in the secular streets. So one would question that. Like, are you sugarcoating anything because I still need y'all to buy these tickets when I go on this tour real quick? You know, right. I don't know. There are people who are successfully navigating those waters, though. But they're gospel artists, and we've believed them from the moment they got into the industry. But like Ty Tribbett, just think about. And Andy, you know what? This is actually I appreciate the conversation that we were having about Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin, we believed him when he first came on the scene. He came out. He had a little sauce, a little extra sauce that we liked. Right? It was different. He was doing stomp, and he was doing we liked that. I mean, it was the first time we really heard like gospel mixed in with some sort of hip hop, R&B type. It was fly. We liked it. A lot of people had a lot of things to say about it, but we liked it. Well, anyway. From that moment, Kirk Franklin was a stand-up guy. He had some sauce on him, but he was a stand-up guy. However, when he came out, what was it, a couple years ago now, where he the audio leaked, his son leaked the audio of him cussing his son out. I mean, people went, they didn't know what to do with that. They didn't know what to do, but at the end of the day, Kirk Franklin is a man. He is a human being. He is not Jesus. Why do we put that type of weight on people? And that was done in the privacy of his own home. Why do we put that kind of weight on people, Ty? I mean, we got a minute or so. I mean, give me your last thoughts on this. I don't know what to do, Ty.
I don't know, because I didn't think that was as bad as when he was talking about how he has a porn addiction. and things of that nature.
But even still, if the man has a porn addiction, isn't that a human being? That's a human trait, right?
Hey, listen, but the thing is, you just have to repent and ask for forgiveness. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we don't know if after he closed up the computer or after he hung up the phone with his son, we don't know if he prayed to God, said, Lord, forgive me. We don't know.
Lord, forgive me.
All I do know is, Keke Wyatt, let the Lord lead you however he will. If it's supposed to be successful and lead people, and you're supposed to lead people to the Lord, then let him use you. Ty Lee, this has been a great conversation. I've missed being in conversation with you. Thank you so much. Where can everyone find you online?
You can find me on Instagram at Simply Ty, SIMPLEETHAI. I appreciate you so much, Robin.
Absolutely. Thank you. Enjoy your evening, and we will talk soon.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Well, you guys are still in these comments. It is very interesting. Lavelle says she'll teach us to be fruitful and multiply. She got a lot of kids. She got a lot of kids. Keke has dabbled in the gospel world when she sang on Sunday Best. That's true. Lavelle says the sauce came with Stomp and God's Property. Oh, okay, so not Kirk Franklin, but Kirk got a little sauce. All right, y'all. It has been a fun conversation, a great night. Let's think a lot on this health conversation, though. We're not done with the health conversation because we need to do something in the Black community. I appreciate you all so very much. Raw Squad, y'all coming through in the comments. Truly appreciate you all. Do not change the channel. You got to stay right here because you already know. Zoe Williams is coming up right after me with the Voice of Reason with a fire show. I'm Robin Ayers, and remember today and every day forward to be a blessing.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Tyreek Wynn. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Following his ex-wife's mortgage fraud conviction, it was business as usual for City Council President Nick Mosby as he chaired the Board of Estimates meeting Wednesday. Following the meeting, Mayor Brandon Scott was asked about the council president and if he should run for re-election, giving his testimony during Marilyn Mosby's federal trial. The long-awaited Kobe Bryant